today is our restorative session, I would grab a blanket or towel, um, something that can fold up to be about this size. So maybe it's like a beach towel, something a little fluffier, a little bigger, or a throw blanket is also another great option. That's really all we're going to use. If you happen to have a bolster at home, you can grab that too. But if you don't have any of those props, towel or blanket will do amazing things today. So when I did my survey about what kind of class to do for my Sweat Stretch Renew, some of you did say that you wanted an upper body. So I thought, let's throw that upper body opening into our restorative class, because who doesn't need to open up chest, shoulders, upper back? So that's what we're going to use this blanket for. Take your blanket and let's take it to about this size. Okay, so you're going to get to choose your own adventure, just like always. We're going to start with a very gentle back bend. So this is where you get to choose. This might feel like a big enough back bend for you, and you might be thinking, oh, that's not going to feel like anything. But trust me, this little amount of height can make a big difference. If you want to try it here, I would suggest just kind of laying down and seeing how it feels, and then you can always change it. But if you know you're really want a deep stretch here in the most restorative kind of way, so maybe you're a little more flexible in that space, you can fold it up one more. But I am not going to do that. When you come to lay down, the shoulder blades are going to be up here. So your shoulder blades are going to be on the mat. Your back is going to be on the blanket. So come all the way down. Again, so my shoulder blades are above the blanket. The blanket is kind of hitting me right in my mid back space, kind of the bra line area, and a few different options for the arms. Arms can rest by the sides. They can go out wide like a T. They can rest overhead. So again, you get to choose the amount of opening here. Remind yourself that this is restorative, so maybe don't go to that very, very, very deepest edge. Come back just a tad, because we are going to be here for a little while. Legs can stay bent. They can be straight. You can really do anything with the legs that's comfortable for you. If you want to come into that butterfly shape or Baddha Konasana, you can do that. But we're just going to hang out here. Nice. If you chose to double up on the blanket or towel, and once we settle in for another minute or two here and you feel like that might be a little too much, feel free to roll to the side, unroll the blanket, lower it down a little bit. Allowing for this gentle upper body back bend. So maybe this is focusing a bit more in that mid upper back space, kind of working against that rounded shape that we might tend to take throughout the day, especially if you're working on a computer or you do a lot of work on your phone. If you did my breathing practice early in the week, we'll come back to all those breaths. So since we're settling in here, let's take a couple hot breaths in through the nose. Exhale out through the mouth. A couple more like that. Inhale through the nose. And exhale through the mouth. And again. and out. Just let the breath settle. Find an easy rhythm. We'll be here about 1 more minute. Jaw, shoulders, neck relax. Five more breaths here. We'll all meet back together. Bring those knees back to center, feet to the mat. And we're going to roll to the side. So I'm going to roll over to my left side. You can roll whatever direction you're in and kind of recenter yourself on this blanket. So again, you get to choose. You can keep it the same height it is. If you want a little more side opening here, you're going to double that up. So you can just fold that blanket one more round. Again, if you have more flexibility through this space and you want to bring your bolster in, same place, it's just going to give you some more height. You get to choose. As we lay back over, that blanket towel is going to be in the same place, so kind of that mid upper back space. The bottom arm can rest under the head, so the head has a place to relax. You can do any shape that feels good. This top arm, you can either keep it by the side, or if it feels okay for the shoulder, you're going to reach it up and overhead and just kind of let it rest on the floor. Good. So we're getting an opening through, for me, it's my right side, this top side, whatever it is that is for you. Good. Legs can stay bent, so I just kind of have mine bent a little bit. If you want to add a bit more stretch, you're going to take that top leg and reach it straight. So we've got one long line all along that top side. Good. Settle in. We'll be here for a few minutes. Always feel free to shift and adjust. Make sure that you're actually comfortable here. You can always add a pillow underneath the head if that feels better for you. If you've got a block handy, you can do that too. We'll come back to one of those breathing techniques from my earlier video. This time we're going to blow out the candle. Inhale through the nose. Purse the lips like you're blowing out a candle. And exhale. Good. We'll repeat that a few more times. Inhale through the nose. Blow out the candle. Good. 3 more, your own pace. And then let the breath go back to its gentle rhythm. About 1 more minute here. Soften what you can. Slowly bringing that awareness back. We'll start by taking that top arm, bringing it back to the side, letting it rest here for a breath or two. Good. So as you switch sides, a few different ways to do that. You can use that top hand to press your way back up and roll onto the other side. Or if you want, you can roll onto your back and then just bring those knees to the other side. I'm going to get up and switch positions just so you can see me, but feel free to change sides however it works best for you. And I'm going to trade my blanket out for my bolster just so you can see what that looks like. So we're draped over, blanket, bolster, whatever it is. Knees can be bent. Top arm can rest by the side, or we can take it up and overhead. Good. Legs can stay bent, or if you want, top leg reaches long. Wonderful. Settle into wherever you want to be. Find your most comfortable shape here. And breathe. If you'd like to try that candle breath again, go for it. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth, blowing out that candle. Good. Inhale and exhale. 3 more, your pace. Reconnecting to that gentle breath for about 1 more minute. Couple more breaths here. Good. If that top arm is over the head, slowly bring it back to center. Good. And when you feel ready, we're all going to press up to a seated position just for a moment so we can set up for our next shape. Coming into supported fish. So either taking your bolster, your towel, your blanket, whatever it is. And this time we're going to bring it long ways on the mat. You'll bring that right behind you and lower all the way down. So the length of the spine rests on the bolster, at least the majority of the spine. Hips are on the mat. Again, legs can be bent or straight. Good, anything that feels good. Arms can be by the sides. They can be out like a T. They can rest overhead. Good. You can always add a little more height under the head here. Sometimes people feel a little dizzy. If you ever deal with vertigo or any kind of dizziness like that, take something little, so maybe another small towel or blanket, bring it underneath the head. Just enough to feel comfortable. Settle into whatever feels right for you. Start to feel that relaxation in layers. So maybe noticing the most accessible softening you can find. Maybe that means the jaw relaxes a little bit, or the back of the neck or the shoulders soften a tad. And as you really feel that space relax, maybe you notice another area that you can soften a little bit more. Tongue, lips. belly, legs. Continuing on with that gentle softening until the whole body feels deeply relaxed. Once the body feels deeply relaxed, coming back to that humming or bee's breath. Inhaling through the nose, then exhale, hum. A few more rounds like that, feeling that vibration through the body. One more time. About one more minute here. Feeling as if you could soften just a little bit more. Completely releasing into the support underneath you. Slowly bringing some movement back to the body. And eventually, you're going to rebend those knees and slowly roll to one side. Take your time. Eventually, we'll all press up again to a seated position. Take one more stretch here for the neck. Bring the chin to the chest. Take the head slowly side to side. Head will eventually move to the right. Left fingertips can reach down to the side. Right hand can come to rest on the side of the head if you choose. Let all shoulders, arms be soft and relaxed. Good. Head slowly comes back to center. Take it to the left when you're ready. Right hand reaches down to the side. If you want, left hand can rest on the side of the head. Few more breaths here. Slowly bringing the head back to center. All the way back up. Let's roll those shoulders up and back a couple times. And then on the inhale, hands rise. Palms come together and meet in prayer in front of the heart. Thank you so much for taking this time out for you, for your body, and joining me in this practice.